Hey everybody, welcome to my channel where I'm here to discuss the difference between ZEEDROP and FBMFOX, which I like better and which I actually use and think that's suited better for my business. I think they're both good, but there's one that I prefer more than the other. For those of you guys who don't even know what the ZEEDROP or FBMFOX is, they're tools to help Facebook Marketplace and Facebook Shop dropshipping a lot easier. And they both branch off into different things that help in their different ways, which I'm going to get into it. But listing software, meaning that instead of manually updating and like saving the pictures and copying and pasting the title where I showed you in the previous video, you can then usually do it with like a press of a button. So I'm going to get into it, right now, why even use a listing software? So why use it? Like, if it's just copying and pasting and saving the pictures, then what's really even the point? Well, honestly, it's just a time saver. It's really a big time saver. So, when you're saving all those pictures and, when you're first getting started, totally like, I don't know, I didn't get one super right away. I waited a little bit, but, as time kind of like, as time becomes more of the essence and you want to scale and you want to build up your store, then, it's kind of like, why not get the listing software? If you could my motto is, listing more products is more sales. It's just basic math. The more listings you have up there, the more sales. So if you could cut that time basically a quarter of doing it manually, why wouldn't I do that? So when is a good time to get it? So for me, I actually, I listen to a YouTuber. I still to this day, obviously we'll look at other YouTubers and their experience and what they have, because they all have something that they could give me that another YouTuber can't. And then I take whatever is good from this person and good from that person, and I incorporate it into my business. Like, this is going to be your business, or this is going to be your side hustle. You choose how, if you want to list, if you think it's a good idea that someone's saying list $250 items because you get a higher profit margin, totally do that. Like, what as I'm saying is, like, I like to stick to the $20, $50 items because, for my reasons, I don't like to, just in case the package gets lost and, chargebacks, I don't want to deal with high, ticketed. Also, I think that they sell better. But you want to know what? Different YouTubers and different experts have, different opinions, and they're very entitled to that, and it works for them. I'm just saying, what works for me. But sorry to go off on that tangent there, but when is a good time to get it? So, like I said, as one of them said, he's like, one of my biggest regrets is not getting it quick enough. Because you think that just by copying and pasting, it's kind of like, what's the need for it? But like I said, it's just about scaling. The more products you're able to list, the more you're able to scale, because the more opportunity that sales will come. So it's really when you feel comfortable with. I think I waited around 2 months, maybe even less. But I really was a huge game changer, and I never looked back. And don't even pay attention to it. So now it is. Reasons I don't use FBMFOX. So I guess, as I'm telling you, I prefer ZEEDROP over FBMFOX. I'm not saying FBMFOX is bad. I'm not saying that people don't use it and aren't successful with it. I'm just saying, for me personally, why I don't use it. One is that it's glitchy. It's kind of still in its new stages. And obviously, from the time I used it, it probably even updated even more. But I still see people, like, in these Facebook groups that I'm in, and people I speak to, complaining that it is, glitchy and it's acting up and stuff like that. And it's kind of like, it's pretty, that's which goes to my next one, it's pretty expensive. So there's this huge thing that kind of enticed me to go along with it. First, there is a free listing tool, meaning, so why would someone why would someone even want to go into the beginning if they're even instead of doing it manually, you could just go to FBMFOX and you can they have the listing tool. But for me, even when I was using it, it kind of it wasn't copying correctly. It was kind of I don't know, maybe I just wasn't able to figure it out. It just was getting a little bit too complicated for me. But after that, there's all these things that they have. It's something like they have bulk listing. That was something that really enticed me. It's you could upload 5,000 products at a time. I'm like, yo, that's great. But in reality, they charge a lot of money for that. I see people getting charged $1,500 a month or whatever just to bulk list all this stuff and then monitor all your stock, which all the stuff that's in your store. So it's kind of okay, why I happen to not think that a repricer tool and things like that are even necessary for Facebook Marketplace dropshipping, because you could just cancel the order, and because your probability of canceling the items are much, basically it doesn't really hurt your seller metrics the more orders you have, and like you're gonna have a ton of orders, so if you cancel a few orders here and there, it doesn't really ruin your seller metrics. Also, if you're scared that they are, I actually could do another video. You could write down below if you want me to do it, and how to cancel your orders without actually canceling them and ruining your seller metrics. I could definitely do that for you. So that's like a repricer tool is totally out for me for Facebook Marketplace dropshipping. And then which gets me number 3, use VAs. They're much more effective. So all the things that I think FBMFOX can do, besides from the fact that they get glitchy, I kind of, I have great VAs. And, I have one that was there for me in the beginning. We kind of even learned together, and then he brought on his brother and, helped me on. And then I get some freelancers here and there. But at the end of the day, like they know the business and they know exactly what to do. And I taught them, and then it's less money than I would be spending FBMFOX, even for the bulk upload. So I think it's just much more, cost effective. So reasons I use ZEEDROP. So like I said, it's only $12.99 a month. You actually could save $1 with my coupon. It is an affiliate link / coupon code or whatever, so it saves you $1. You don't have to use it, but I guess it could help us both out if you are interested. It does have bulk listing. So it's not the exact same as FBMFOX, but there is a tool that you could bulk list, which I am more than happy to show you in another video on how I do and how I most effectively use ZEEDROP and how it helps me in my business. But that was like, I saw a YouTuber do it and he explained it, and it was a huge game changer. Literally huge game changer. You're able to literally upload just you could not the same amount as you could with FBMFOX with using this, bulk listing. Also, you can copy and paste addresses, which you actually can do in FBMFOX as well. So it's not really that this one's particular to ZEEDROP. It also copy and paste addresses, like meaning, so let's say a customer places an order, right? So a lot of these websites, such as Amazon, eBay, it'll give you the option to in Facebook, it'll give you the option to copy the address, and then you'll be able to paste it as you, place the order. So, yeah, that's really basically why I use it. I just think it's a no-brainer for me at this point. You could honestly pay $12.99 or $11.99 a month with just 1 or 2 sales. So if you're just getting started and, whatever, if you're having a few sales, it'll seriously just pay for itself. That's particularly why I use it. In the next video, I'm going to show you exactly what I use, how I use ZEEDROP most effectively, why I even use it, and how I even continue to use it in other parts of my business. I told you I dropship Mercari and all these other marketplaces that ZEEDROP is well, equipped for. So, thank you. If you like my video, please, like it. If you're interested in more videos, you could comment down below something that you're interested in. I'm more than happy to do a video for you. Please consider subscribing if you found this information helpful in any way. Thank you, and I hope you guys enjoyed.